Hello everybody, what is up? Prof here, and of course we're back here, some more news, this time Nintendo related. There's a recent interview of Shigeru Miyamoto discussing the next Nintendo console, Amiibo cards, and a possible Mario movie. And of course this all comes to you guys via Polygon, which I'll be making sure to leave the link in the description below. So basically with Nintendo doing pretty good with their increasingly strong Wii U slate, there's been a lot in the works, including possible Amiibo cards, discussion of a Mario movie, and yes, a new console, which this all is according to Nintendo Chief and Creative Shigeru Miyamoto. Miyamoto recently sat down with the Associated Press to discuss the years ahead of the company with a wide-ranging interview. Perhaps the most interesting was Miyamoto's reaction to the movie leak that came out of the files that were stolen via the recent hacking of Sony Pictures. Miyamoto brushed off the speculation of the deal for a movie had been locked in, instead of saying basically that the companies are often coming to Nintendo to try to pitch another Mario movie. Basically, it's not very unusual, and it's something that we've been doing for a very long time. Miyamoto said of any discussion about the film, I don't particularly have any vision of the next iteration of Mario is going to be a film. So basically saying like it might be a film, but he basically doesn't really know if it's he doesn't particularly know if it's actually going to be a film or there could be a whole nother game. But that's where we're going to get on to the next part. It's not very, so basically on the topic of the lifespan of particular Amiibo figures, Miyamoto said that it's true that some data holding toys will be retired. When asked how that would impact the future of games and game makers and their willingness to include retired figures, Miyamoto had this to say. We're not only making promises for certain figures, but the way Amiibo is designed is that certain games can have Amiibo specifically designed for that game. He told the AP, other games can take advantage of past Amiibos that developers want to make their game compatible with. In the future, we have an option if certain Amiibo figures are no longer available in stores to release the Amiibo in a card form, which with the same functionality, which that'll be further interesting because that means they'll be putting one of the NFC chips in the cards, which it's kind of cool. Not as cool as the figures, but whatever. I guess it might be cheaper. Who knows? We'll see. So basically, finally Miyamoto confirmed that while the company remains focused on making the Wii U continues to have a strong lineup of games, and there's certain people in the company working around with what will become the next console for Nintendo. While we're busy working on the software for the Wii U, he said, we have production lines that are working on some ideas for the next system. Well, basically what the system might be in the future, so we'll have to see with that one. So yeah, that's basically all I had to say. So basically they're not saying like, hey yeah, guess what, we're going to be coming up with a Nintendo console next year. They're basically saying like, yeah, we're kind of playing around with ideas with their production line, kind of shooting around maybe designs or what the console may be. So that's going to be interesting, but at least from what it seems, they're going to be basically going to continue to support the Wii U. Though I don't know if basically kind of saying this out loud, I don't know if that's going to really be good for their sales, because they're people will be looking at it going like, well, they're already kind of looking to a new console, so why buy the Wii U? So I don't know, we'll have to see with that one, but if Nintendo's smart, they're going to be making this one, for one, be making an accessible controller, for one, actually make it so you can buy more than one controller for the console instead of the Wii U, where you basically got the gamepad and then you can't get another gamepad. So we'll have to see with that one, and basically if they're also pretty smart, they'll be making sure it's more powerful than what the PS4 and Xbox One are, to basically be making sure that they actually get a lot more third-party support than they have, because Nintendo might actually be the only show on the block, seeing that a lot of these consoles now are kind of going more towards the cloud processing and all that, but if Nintendo stays with their hardware strictly, then they could be going pretty well, because a lot of people still like that original hardware and having the physical disc and everything. But so yeah, so basically, I don't know, honestly, if Nintendo can basically put beefed up hardware in there, make this console really well, get a lot of support from third party, then I don't know, they could actually probably be back in their old Super Nintendo days when they're actually like the console to own on the block. But yeah, other than that, so with the Amiibo figures, that kind of confused me too, because basically seems kind of weird. I was like, hey guys, buy all these Amiibo figures, but shortly after launch we're kind of already discontinuing a few of them, which seems kind of stupid, because I think Little Mac and Marth were discontinued. I might be wrong, but I know for at least for sure Marth. I'm not sure about Little Mac, but it really doesn't make sense because, like, okay, you're taking two popular characters, discontinuing them, but then making all the rest, which I don't know. That seems kind of a little weird. I mean, the cards seem like a cool idea. You can technically make booster packs, which would be actually pretty freaking neat. But the only thing is, it kind of sucks to make all these figures, hype up the figures, and all of a sudden I'm like, maybe we should do cards instead. I don't know. Seems a little weird, but I don't know. Other than that, so yeah. Then as regards to the Mario movie, it doesn't. I don't know. That one's kind of confusing because it seems like it should be a movie, but then he basically says, as Miyamoto just said, I don't particularly have the vision that the next iteration of Mario is going to be a film. So I don't know, that'll be interesting. But basically I heard from another source, I forgot what source it was from, but basically with the new Nintendo console, they kind of want to have Mario usher in the new era, so that may be what they're talking about, because that'll basically be Mario's next evolution, and at least graphically wise, so that'll definitely be pretty interesting. And if you guys have any thoughts, please make sure to leave a comment in the description below. But other than that, I believe that's about it for this news time. As like always, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and of course I always appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys